Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of the Blondest Podcast. I am your host, Savanna Boda.
And I'm your co-host, Tyler Jacoby.
And we're so excited to be here with you guys. Happy Monday.
Happy Monday.
Yeah, it's Monday. We love Mondays because Mondays are like the start of the week. You just get to like refresh. Like if you made bad decisions on Saturday and Sunday, it's like, that's fine. That's not you. That was like weekend Savannah. Like
now I'm corporate Savannah.
I'm corporate Savannah and I am a new person. I have been rebirthed from my bath.
Most people don't like Mondays. I think we like Mondays because
we're off work.
Yeah, we don't work.
I've
been working the past 2 Mondays and it's literally the worst thing ever. And like now I hate Mondays. Well, I think I hate it even more because I'm so used to not having to work Mondays.
Yeah.
So
that's rough.
I don't know. If you guys are, like salon suites or like anything like that, I highly recommend
Take Mondays off
because starting your week on Tuesday, I think it's just something mentally, it feels better.
And two, I like having, you have Saturday night and then you have Sunday off and then you have Monday. And Monday you can do like all of your like doctor's appointments. Because what I used to do, I would take off Sundays and Wednesdays. But it made more sense for me to do Sunday, Monday. So I back to back if I wanted to take like a weekend trip or had something coming up. Like it was just easier with my schedule. So I really do like having that balance of, having 2 days in a row off. It just makes it easier for me.
But it's also like one day to relax and then one day to get stuff done.
Yeah, get prepped for the week.
Yeah.
Gotta get ready.
If you only have like Sunday, Wednesday, it's like you either like I don't know, it's weird.
Yeah.
It's like you don't feel like you had a day off. Like I think 2 days off is so important.
I agree.
In a row.
That was the best thing I've done. But we're going to talk to you guys. I brought on a new peel, which you've probably seen taking the industry by storm. It is the green peel that is everywhere. It's called the Bio Re-Peel. And I'm really excited about it. It has 6 ingredients. So it's going to have salicylic acid, tartaric acid, citric acid, 35% TCA. It has lactobionic acid and then gamma aminobutyric acid. So it's a really amazing peel. Me and Tyler did it on ourselves like a month ago now, and I loved it. And it does make you a little dry and a little flaky, but you're not peeling like a traditional peel. And it really helped with like my PIE, which I had. My skin was a wreck from Italy, an absolute wreck. And I blame that plain seat. I do.
No, it absolutely was the plain seat. We didn't tell that story on the podcast. Didn't. So we can tell it now because, keep you guys
in the loop.
But so Savannah, we had to wake up really early when we were coming home from Italy. Like we still had to wake up at like 3:30, something like that. And honestly, we shouldn't have because the airport was not open when we got there.
Literally, the airport was fucking locked.
We waited outside for like 45 minutes or an hour before we could even get in. So it's like, damn, we could have gotten an extra hour of sleep.
Yeah.
So Savannah, we got on that first flight. We were going from Naples to Paris. Savannah was like, okay, I'm taking a little nap because it was weird the way it was set up. Like there were 3 seats, but they only would let 2 people sit in each of the 3 seats.
I think it was just for us because there's a lot of people that were like 3 in a row.
But we were in quote unquote business class, so that's why they set it up like that. Like I think they didn't have like special seats, but I think it was like you get more room.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
So like they only had 2 people assigned to each row. But like we had the whole row to ourselves. Mm-hmm. So like 6 seats. So she was like Lance and Tyler. No, it was me and Savannah sitting next to each other, and then Lance was in the row by himself. And so Savannah was gonna lay down, and so she puts in her delusional state, the same state that she picked up the poop with.
Sleepy Savannah doesn't make good choices.
No, she puts her bare face on the airplane seat for 5 seconds.
Because I came to, I was like, why did I do that? And I was like, that is so dirty. Oh my God. And then they come by with these like little washcloths, and I'm like, I'm not going to use that on my hand. I'm just going to wipe the seat.
So I can lay down on it. No.
It was black.
It was
black. Not gray. Not a little crusty dust. Black. Black, 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 black. Like the sheet of the color of the night.
No, yeah, it was
Pitch
really
black.
And she did one side and then used the other side, and I'm pretty sure used the rest of my towel as well. So like I wiped
It
my
was
hands with it.
so gross. And I was like,
Still,
I'm not waiting. I'm
didn't-
like, I'm not doing it. Mm-mm.
Yeah. So her face was on it for about 0.5 seconds.
My whole side of my cheek
Next
has been
day,
breaking out
woke
for a
up.
month.
Yeah. And it's literally just that, where she put her face. So like it's not the traveling, it's the airplane seat, because it's literally it's isolated to where her face touched that airplane seat.
Yeah, it was disgusting.
So
Mistakes were made.
So she was really excited to use this peel, and then, I'm her other guinea pig. She did it on me first to make sure that it didn't make my face fall off. And then she's like, okay,
I
I'll
just
put it
wanted to
on
see
my
how
face.
spicy it was.
Yeah, so did it on me and then did it on her. We did it on live, if you saw that live.
It was really good. And my clients have been loving it. So the cool thing about it is there's no downtime. Like I said, you might get like a little dry and flaky, but nothing super crazy. And it has a really cool technology where, it's getting into the dermis and you're not actually getting that epidermal shedding on top of the skin surface. So it's very similar to the PRX, except it's a little bit stronger and has added ingredients. And personally, I think the PRX is great for like really thin skin that has like more fine lines and wrinkles. I would prefer the Bio Repeal for somebody who has more issues like pigment and acne. So I do think they're both really good peels, and they could be used for just different clients. So I do still carry the PRX for my aging clients. And then this one I love so much for really treating more acne, PIE, and pigment. But yeah, it's been great. You can do it really with anything. I do it with my Airlace treatment. I, do it with microneedling. You can do it with dermaplaning, and it's safe for all skin types and colors. So it's been just such a good addition. And I've been wanting to bring it on for a while, but I really wanted to see them at the show and be able to have time to like talk to them and, make an opinion on how I felt about it. But the show was so good. If you saw me at the Vegas show, hey, it was such a good time. I really am proud of myself because I had such a bad panic attack at the New York show. And like that for me was one of my lowest points I've had in my career. Honestly, it was just my anxiety took over and I completely was physically unwell. Like I've had anxiety where it's very mental, but I've never had it affect me like physically to where like my tongue went numb, like I couldn't even talk, and like my fingers went numb, my mouth, like my lips went numb. And I was like shaking like a scared, sheltered chihuahua. Like I was throwing up, pooping, sweating, shivering. Like it was like a full body experience. And I was like, I can't physically show up. Like I can't be in a room where like I can't even talk right now. My tongue's like numb and I'm like on the toilet coming out of both ends, like TMI, but like that's how bad it was. And so when I went to the Philadelphia show, which is ICES, very similar, but not the same show. It was a lot smaller, but I think I still just had like some PTSD, and I don't use that word lightly because I know a lot of like people have like legit PTSD, but I think you can have mild PTSD from like a bad experience. Like to me, like that was like really bad for me.
Well, it's almost like you're anticipating to feel that way again. So
you're anxious about being anxious.
Yeah, and so you do start to feel that way again because you're like almost telling, like your brain is saying like, I'm gonna feel this way again.
It's gonna happen again, and I'm like preparing myself to like have another panic attack.
Yeah, and it's like honestly that trip, and then you also got the past 4 times you've traveled for work,
it's been
something
bad.
has happened. You were either like deathly ill midway through the trip, or like you had to go to the hospital one time, and then like it's just like
child.
So like this for Vegas, it was like, what's gonna happen this time,
Yeah. But I was really nervous for the Philadelphia show, and like when I spoke, like I wasn't 100% myself. I went to the face reality booth and like did a meet and greet, and like I was like really, really anxious. But then I went to the Acne Expert event and I saw one of my friends, Morgan, there, and like I just felt more relaxed and I did fine. And so after that trip and after that show, I started doing hypnotherapy with my therapist. And I honestly don't remember most of the hypnotherapy because I was, in a different state of mind. But I thought it was going to be bullshit. And I guess it worked because when I was in Vegas, like I felt fine. I never felt anxious, and it was a bigger show, and like it was so good. I was so proud of myself for like getting over that anxiety of speaking again. And just it felt like old Savanna was back, like before I had that New York episode. Like I love speaking. I did fine in Florida. I was just really sick in Florida, so I wasn't feeling 100%, but I didn't feel anxious. So to have one show where I was just like a normal human and I enjoyed it and the attention didn't stress me out, it was great. And I think I just also reframed my thinking, because before I would just feel like, okay, all of these people are in this room and they're judging every aspect of me. They're judging what I'm wearing. They're judging my skin. They're judging my knowledge. They're judging my presenting skills. Like, they're judging me. And I switched it to think like, no, these people are here because they want to see me talk. They love me. They wouldn't spend money to hear me speak if they didn't love me and if they didn't want to be here. And so I think I had to kind of trick myself into thinking into a positive situation and not like everyone staring at me and wanting me to fail, rather than everybody staring at me and wanting me to succeed. And that rewired thinking, thanks to my therapist, honestly helped me so much, because it is a lot of pressure. And, you know, people see you on social media and it's easier for me because I am who I am on social media. I'm not a persona. Like, I'm not an exaggerated version of myself. Like, I'm Savanna at the end of the day. And so I think I had to like remember that, like, I don't need to be anyone other than who I am, because like that is who you are. You know, you don't have to change. You don't have to be anything different in person. Like, you don't have to be more this, more that. And so just being myself. And honestly, the ones that stress me out is the people that come up and they like cry. Because it's just like, I don't see myself as a celebrity. I don't see myself as like this famous person. Like, I am popular within my niche, you know? And so it's not like I'm walking down the street and people are like, oh my God, Savanna Boda. Like, it's just not like that. So when you go to a show and like you are a big figure in the industry, it's just like an experience I've never experienced, have that much attention on me at one time. Because when you're on social media, like, I'm on a phone and like, yeah, I see like, you know, 30,000 people viewed my story, but I am not seeing 30,000 people staring at me in real time. So I think it just makes you like nervous. But the people that come up to me that are like cool and like chill, like, that's what I love. But I do understand, like, for some people, like, it is a big deal for them to meet me. And like, I think it's just, I can't comprehend that. It's just an imposter syndrome thing. It has nothing to do with them. It has everything to do with me just not seeing myself in that way. So sometimes when people do cry, I do get like a little bit like, no, don't cry. Like,
yeah. Just like, you don't know how to respond.
I don't know how to respond. Like, it's just, for me, like, I haven't dealt with that situation enough to know how to respond to it. So I think like the more it happens, honestly, it's just exposure therapy. I think like the more you go through something, the easier it gets. And I also feel like that's why Vegas was easier. It's like, I did Florida, I did New York, I did Philadelphia. Like, I can do this, you know?
Yeah.
But the show was so cool. I went to the IBS side, which is the International Beauty Show.
I did not think that's what IBS
I know they have ISIS and IBS. I'm like, could y'all have picked different names?
Probably should.
Terrible. It was actually funny. I was in the line for a bathroom and I was like, I really want to go to IBS, to my personal assistant, Maria. And this lady in front of me was like, sweetheart, if you're having tummy problems, you are more than welcome to go ahead of me. And I was like, no, I'm talking about the International Beauty Show, but thanks. But you're good. But yeah, it was great. We went to the IBS side. I wasn't very impressed. Definitely the aesthetic side was really way more cool.
Okay.
And that's a non-biased opinion.
Is beauty like makeup, or like what is IBS?
It's like nails and hair.
Okay.
But they were lit on that side. Like, I feel like the aesthetics industry is like so much more like calm and like professional and like chic and posh, and like the hairstylists are like having fun.
Okay.
Like, there were like some guy had no shirt on.
Oh,
like,
wow.
there was like, it was just party. Like, someone had nipple pasties. I was like, go off.
My.
Like, it was wild on the hair side. I was like, but
so
hair in
funny.
general is like a more fun industry. I think it's just more like expressive and creative, and like aesthetics is just more like spa and like professional. Not that it wasn't professional, but I think they ride on professionalism so much more in the medical aesthetics industry and just like spa industry. It's just very a calming experience. Like, the hairdressers have more fun.
Mm-hmm.
So like that side's the fun side. This side's like the lame-o side. No, just kidding.
Yeah. Also, guys, I did not go on this trip. I was at the New York one, but so like I'm kind of learning about some of the stuff as you guys are, because I didn't get a full trip report when she got back. So
yeah.
I may not have a lot to contribute on this podcast because I was not there. No, yeah, I'm just learning.
But yeah, it was good. It was just me and my personal assistant, Maria. And we had a great time. We went to the Glymed's new product launch, and they got new packaging. So I love it. I think it looks very chic. It's way better than what it was. And, you know, I met up with some of my friends. We went to the Chandelier Bar. I had 2 mojitos and they knocked me on my absolute ass. But I wasn't drunk, which was crazy. I was just like a little tipsy, whatever. But I think the issue is like when you're at that level, you have to keep going, not drinking, but just like keep walking around and like experiencing life or whatever. I was like tipsy and then I tried to lay down and like everything started spinning for me. And like I just like vomited on the floor of our hotel room. And I ran to the bathroom to go finish like, you know, getting it all out of me. And poor Maria, she is such an angel. Like I would have never asked her to do this. I come back with, you know, my towel to like clean my vomit. And she's like, oh, I already cleaned it up for you. And I was like, girl, don't do that again.
Don't ever do
I was like,
that.
never do that again. I was like, you are never obligated. Do not clean up my vomit. Like, no. She was like, no, it's good. And I was like, you're wild. Like, I would, no. I was like, I appreciate you. You're very sweet, but like, don't do that again. Like, if I throw up, like, that's for me to clean. And Tyler was like, if I was with you, I would not. He's like, I would have called room people.
Yeah.
But I didn't want to call them. I was scared they would charge me because it's Vegas, like $1,000 to clean it. So I was like, I literally used Hyacin Active Mist. I used my Lush shower gel. I was like scrubbing it and spraying it down. I sprayed perfume. I sprayed hairspray. I did everything. So I'm not paying $1,000.
There's no way they would charge you that.
Oh my God, yeah. Because in Dallas, when Lance threw up on the floor, they charged me $500 at the Omni. Like, could you imagine in Vegas? I'm sure.
That's insane.
Yeah. So anyway, it was a night, and then the next day was the day I spoke. And I don't know if like being a little hungover, because I think the issue was very sugary drinks, and I also don't drink often, so my body was like, what the hell? And then I'd also been up for 32 hours at that point. Because of the time change and just we got up really early for flight, whatever. I felt great that morning and got ready and went to do my speech. I spoke on how to sell skincare, and it was such a good class. It was probably my favorite class I've ever done. Everyone was very interactive, and it was just a fun time. And then I went to go eat some food, and then I came to, what did I do that night? Beauty in Essex, which is one of my favorite restaurants. They have one in New York. It's really, really good. It's like, the concept's kind of like La Tagliata, except it's not a set menu, but it's like a shareable thing. So you're supposed to share like 5 dishes between you and another person. And they have the best tomato basil, like grilled cheese shooters.
Oh, that's where you were. Like, you went there specifically for that, right?
God, I dream about them. No. They are so good. So good. Everything else is like at the restaurant. That I would fly to Vegas for. Hands down. But yeah, it was really good. I also yelled at a taxi driver. Did I tell you the story?
No.
Oh, he had me heated. So the Las Vegas Convention Center is big. They have like a West Hall, East Hall, North Hall, and South Hall. And it was my first time ever going. And, you know, the email for IECSC says South Hall. But I was like, I'm not 100% sure. But like, I'll see the sign when I get there.
What did you go for last year?
SD Palooza for hydrofacial.
Okay.
And it wasn't there. It was in a hotel.
Okay.
But anyway, I tell the taxi driver, I'm like, we're going to the Las Vegas Convention Center, South Hall. I'm pretty sure, verbatim. And I was like, but I'll know for sure when I get there. He's like, no, you tell me now. And I was like, okay, South Hall. And I was like, whatever. He can just drop me off there and I'll figure it out, right? And so we're driving, and he's in like the wrong lane and he's trying to turn. I was like, no, it's straight ahead. It's the South Hall. He's like, I asked you 3 times and you didn't tell me like which way to go. And I was like, you never asked me that. I was like, I'm so sorry, but you don't need to yell at me. I am not like the expert of the Las Vegas Convention Center. And he was like, well, now I have to turn around and go all the way back around. And I was like, you know what? I don't like the way you're speaking to me. Here's your $10. I'm going to walk. And I walked. I was like, fuck that, dude. And I went off. And then I yelled, no, I didn't yell. But I did to somebody else because the stupid little speaker badge thing is so ugly. It doesn't go with my outfit. I hate it. And I didn't want to wear it. I sound like a brat, but I didn't want to wear it. I don't like it. I was like, I don't need to fucking wear it. Like, I don't. And so I gave it to Maria. So Maria has both of our badges on. And we show both of them. And he's like, you have to physically be wearing it. I was like, because he's at the gate or whatever to let us in. And I was like, okay, I'll put it back on. But the second I walk through, I'm going to take it back off.
You were just letting him know. You're being honest.
And then he was like, you need to put it on. You need to have it on or I can't let you walk through. I was like, it's literally right here. Like, I am Savanna Boda. Like, that's me. That's Maria. It's like, she's wearing both. Like, we have our tickets. I'm speaking at this convention. And the other guy next to me was like, dude, just let her go. It's fine. Like, she's a speaker. Like, it's good. And he's like, no, she needs to be wearing it. I was like, you don't get paid enough to like yell at me. Like, how much are they paying you? Like, definitely not enough to like be the gatekeeper of the fucking badges. Like, leave me alone. And then he's like, it's fine. You can go through. And I was like, honest. I was like, I'm not going to, like, if you make me put it on, like, I am going to take it off the second I walk through these doors. Like, it's not going to be on my body.
Yeah.
So I'm taking pictures of people. Like, no one wants to wear that. None of the speakers wear it. None of the speakers wear it. Like, nobody wears it. Everyone takes it off once they get through and puts it in their bag. Like some people will wear it, but like no one wears it.
I don't know why you would.
Didn't match my outfit.
Then that's fair enough.
But I was like, I hate when people work a job and they take it so damn serious. It almost makes me want to hire them to work for me, honestly, because I'm like, I respect like the fucking bitch on the carousel ride for Cyrus at the ice show.
Okay, yeah.
Oh my God. I was like, you are literally getting paid $7 an hour to be the Nazi of the carousel for no reason. Like nobody cares about their job this much, girly. Like you're going to be okay, Miss Goody Two Shoes.
So Savanna
Cyrus was 6 months old. No, he was a year. He was a year old. It was December. He was a year old. And she was trying to make me pay $20 for both of us. I was like, homeboy can't ride this shit alone.
Yeah.
I was like, why do I have to pay for two of us? Like, that's silly. That's highway robbery. He doesn't count as a person.
And it was just so funny because like Savanna would literally, that's what her dreams are made of if she had an employee like that.
Cared so much.
But the second it's against her interests, it's like, what are you doing? Why would you ever care that much about a job?
I know,
but
seriously.
like she would love it. If
like, you're not getting paid enough. Do you want to come work at SBA?
Yeah, I'll pay you double. And you just keep that same attitude.
Yeah,
we'll
keep that energy through and through. Care that much about your job for me. But it's always the people that have the least paying jobs that I feel like take it the most serious. Why is that?
I don't know.
Like I
think it's their personality type.
Maybe.
And I think like some places we've been to, it's like some sort of like niche thing that maybe they're like passionate about. Like
passionate about a carousel?
No, definitely not that. But like, I don't know. I mean,
know.
Okay, a security guard, like I get it. Like I'm sure there's like a certain personality type that like, you know what I'm saying?
You can't
like he feels like he has the power, you know, it doesn't matter how much money he's making. Like he probably feels powerful in that position.
That's true.
Because he's the security guard. So like you get to come in based on my word.
Yeah.
He's the doorman.
See, I like rules unless the rules are rules that I don't like.
Yeah, I think that's everyone, but you kind of run with it and like
that's why I have to work for myself. Because if the rules don't make sense to me, I'm not following them objectively. True. Like ever.
Anything else happen that was fun?
Yeah, so then we had a beauty in Essex, we went to bed, we did an early night. I walked the show floor. I got some little eye patches from Kinesco. And then what else did I do? I didn't buy anything else for the spa. I almost bought this massage chair. It was so good.
Are you still thinking about it?
Yes. Oh my God, yes. It's so expensive and I don't have anywhere to put it. But yes, I am still thinking about that massage. I loved it. It was Skyline. It's like they're made in Las Vegas. It was really good. But yeah, so what else I did on that trip, I spoke for Airlays. I spoke for Face Reality a few times. And it was just good. It was good to meet estheticians that, you know, I'd seen on Instagram before, but have never like met in real life. Like it was just good to have, you know, I'm alone a lot. I'm the only esthetician at my spa. I have one esthetician friend here in Dallas because the girls and estheticians here in Dallas are not very friendly. It's crazy. It seems like all the Arizona estheticians are very friendly with one another. All the Utah estheticians are very friendly with each other. All the California estheticians are like very like friendly with each other and like they're very community aspect. I don't know what's in the water here in Dallas, but these girls are not very nice.
Yeah.
Like I have Olivia and she's so sweet and we get along great and our kids are the same age and she's just wonderful. But everyone else here is like she doesn't really talk to anyone else either. Like they're just not very inclusive. It's very competition, but it's weird because I'm like, I don't have competition. There's so many people in Texas. It's silly. Like there's room for all of us, but I just don't engage in it, you know, but it's just not like a very supportive, in my opinion, Dallas community.
Yeah.
So it's kind of sad, but it was really cool to see like all the other girls, you know,
like the ones that you do talk to, but you can't see or like stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got to see Kristen. I met a girl named Crystal and I really liked her. She was super, super sweet. And then I met Courtney and she was really sweet. I saw everyone. I met Maddie. I met Macy. I met April. I met Taryn, I think is her name, but I'm not. It is Taryn. TSC Skin. She was so cute. They all like are on solo now and it's just so cute. I love them. They were so sweet. I just met a lot of people. I'm trying to think if I'm missing anyone. Jess. Met Jess. Everyone's probably like, who the fuck are these girls? But I met a lot of people.
Savanna met, the one that stuck out to me, Savanna told me about last night at dinner, funny enough.
What was it?
The Disney.
Oh my gosh, she was so sweet. I loved her. It's Fairy Tale Facials, and she is like right next to Disney World and
Disneyland in California.
Is it land in California?
I think so.
And she has like a Disney themed spa, and it is so freaking cute. Like
a lot of thought went into this spa.
Oh no, it's beautiful. She is like she's so sweet. She listens to the podcast too.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Savannah was showing me your spa literally last night at dinner, just saying how cool it was.
I love it. Like I love a theme. You know me, I'm all for a theme.
And but it's like so cool that you just got to meet so many different estheticians.
People. Yeah. And the cool thing is she's literally so close to Disneyland. And I was like, when do I take Cyrus? She was like, now. And I was like, dude, he would get probably prisoned in Disneyland jail from doing something wrong.
Yeah.
He's too wild. We're going to wait. But Vegas was amazing. I cannot wait to go back next year. And I want to do different stuff. Like I stayed at the Wynn, which I really liked. I was really sad because the restaurant I wanted to eat there was called Mizumi. And it was closed for renovations. And I literally was stalking the website for a reservation. And then they're like, it's closed. And I was like, could have told me that 3 months ago. So it was great. I wanted to go to their spa too, but I just didn't have time. It was really, I would have stayed longer, but it was so close after Italy that I just wanted to be home. I was like, I'm going to go do my obligations and come back home, and I need to get back to work. Let's be real. I was off work for a fucking month. Okay.
She was off work for a full month. She left for IECSC 6 days after we got back from Italy. So we were gone for like over 2 weeks for Italy. Had less than a week and then had to leave again. She was like, I'm not staying for a long time.
I'm like, I can't play. I need to just get through it. But I'm really excited to be back in office. The first week back was kind of rough because my body was like used to not doing that. Like I got carpal tunnel so bad when I was doing the skin pen and the airlays that my hand literally, I'd had to like pry it back open. I was like, they are not used to doing this motion anymore. Yeah. And doing 12 clients a day for a week was hard. But I'm back in the swing of things. SBA is doing great. We have a wonderful team right now. Really excited about having the bio repeal on at the spa. I mean, it's just been great. I finally paid off my airlays officially, which is a big win for me because I have had it less than 6 months. So
congratulations.
Thank you.
You didn't tell me that.
Yeah.
So good job.
Thank you. And life's good. We are working on building the house. We are getting architect plans drawn. Trying to go with picking a builder here soon and hopefully break ground and not too long so that we can get things rolling.
Have Thanksgiving dinner 2024 at the new house.
That's the goal. And Christmas. Yeah, if I can either get Thanksgiving and Christmas, or Christmas would be good, but if I could get both, it'd be even better.
Yeah.
And then, I'm going to go see Tyler play tonight, his first concert for me to go to. He is a sub for the Fort Worth Symphony. He plays the viola. Yeah. So me and Lance are going to have a little date night tonight and go
It's not a very good concert, but it is what it is. It's the last concert of the season. So it's the first one I told Savanna. It's like, you could come if you want to. Because usually I'm like, don't come. Don't come.
Yeah,
don't
he doesn't let me come.
Because I'm just like, I don't know. She wants to support me, but it's like, sometimes I don't like the music and I know she's not going to like it. This concert's really weird. It's just a bunch of child prodigy pianists who like are playing, like literally there's like 8 different pianists who are playing in a row. So I was like, you know what, maybe this will inspire. I always tell Savanna I want her to get a piano for her new house and like teach Cyrus music and have Cyrus play the piano. So I'm like, maybe this will be her inspiration to see some like kids playing piano amazingly well. And she's like, I want Cyrus to be able to do that. So that's my goal for her to come to this concert.
Yeah.
And just coming to support me, which I appreciate. So it's going to be fun. We literally we podcast like 30 minutes away in Fort Worth. Mm-hmm. And then we're going to drive back home. And then we're going to drive back here.
We need food. We need food
so bad right now. We're starving.
I will eat your fucking twig arm. Snap it right off, bitch. Yeah, that's what I want.
Muscle.
What should we get?
I don't know.
Chipotle, Cane's. Sandwich. I don't want a sandwich.
Cane's.
Yeah. Chicken. What combo are you picking?
What else can you do?
Well, my inappropriate one. Can I say it?
I don't even know what it is, so I'm going to say no.
Bok. I want to eat your cock. That's what they say, though, when you go to the drive.
That's not what they say.
But they say, like, chicken. What combo are you picking? Or it's a good day. What do they say? What's another one that say?
I'm going to look them up.
And so...
Is Cane's everywhere?
And the C word is also a term for a chicken. Like people call them like battle cocks for a reason. So I thought it was funny, and I've always wanted to say it to them, but I'm a mom now, so it's in my archive. So if someone else wants to do it, make a TikTok, I think it would go viral.
Welcome to Raising Cane's, where our chicken is karate kicking. That
doesn't rhyme.
That's not good.
They should do bok bok bok. I want to eat your cock. That's what I think.
Wait, what? Stop.
That's their opener. I'm gonna send a corporate email to them. But they usually, when I go, it's usually chicken, chicken, chicken. What combo are you picking?
Yo, 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 want some chicken to go?
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Mine's better.
What's kicking? Want some chicken?
Mine's better.
What's poppin'? Thanks for stopping.
I don't like that.
Chicken fly high, chicken fly low, chicken don't fly around here no mo.
That's sad.
That's so funny.
Even our podcast guy's laughing. I think mine's better.
That one's no. Chicken fly high, chicken fly low, chicken don't fly around here no mo. That's so good.
That is pretty good. But I still think mine's better.
Fingers, fries, and toast. Which one you craving the most?
Oh, okay.
Ours need to pick it up. They only say the one Savanna said.
Yeah.
Chicken, chicken, chicken. What combo you picking?
Yeah, let's see.
They need to switch it up.
I think they need to say the bok bok one.
Thanks for switching lanes and choosing canes.
That's cute.
They got some good ones. But yeah, we're getting canes.
We're getting canes. Okay, guys, we love you. We'll see you next Monday.
Bye. Have an amazing rest of your week.